The Washington Nationals lost to the Miami Marlins, 3-2, Friday night to drop back to 9-9. Here are 5 observations from the game. 1. For all the off-season efforts at improvement, winning the National League East could come down to its one member, which is trying to lose. The 4 spenders each play Miami 19 times. By the end, going 11-8 against the in-the-tank Marlins may become a lamentable part of some teams' 2019 legacy. They either brought in a marquee pitcher, a generational outfielder, or a former MVP third baseman. But they didn't do enough against the Marlins, costing themselves the single-tot playoff spot that emerges from the division. It's a viable storyline to project. The Nationals took their first negative step toward that fate Friday in a 3-2 loss to the Marlins. The situational hitting was poor. Washington left 10 runners on base. The starting pitching was so-so. Anibal Sanchez took the loss. The bullpen made one dire mistake. Matt Grace's first pitch hit left-hander Curtis Granderson with the bases loaded, forcing in the decisive run. The luck wasn't great. Caleb Smith, a quality left-hander marooned in Miami as the staff's best pitcher, was on turn. Anticipate him representing Miami at the All-Star game this season. Brian Dozier homered. Mark that in the positive column. Joe Ross pitched 2 innings of quality relief. Put him next to Dozier. Otherwise, the loss was sigh-worthy for a team trying to lurch forward, ending its up-and-down run of the first 3 weeks. 2. Another day, another hit for Anthony Rendon. His 6th inning double extended his hitting streak to 17 games, the longest in Major League Baseball this season. It's also an extension of a personal best for Rendon. Rendon's 15 extra base hits in 17 games is a Nationals Expos record. Who is he chasing for the organization's hit streak record? Hall of Famer Heini Manush, who hit safely in 33 consecutive games back in 1933. Manush played for the Senators from 1930 to 1935. He hit .336 when he set the Washington record for consecutive game with a hit. He led the league in triples, 17, and hits, 221, that season. Manush won a batting title in 1925 when he hit .378 for Detroit. Rendon is currently hitting .377 in the opening weeks of the season. 3. Sanchez was okay, not great, not terrible. Just okay. He lasted 5 1/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 4 and struck out 6. His ERA is 4.91. Regression for Sanchez this season was expected. His 2.83 ERA in Atlanta last season came strongly against the current of his previous pitching. Sanchez had a 5.67 ERA over the 3 prior seasons. However, this has been a leap back, a full 2 runs in arrears of last season's ERA. More troubling than the ERA is Sanchez's path through lineups. His walk rate is up, his strikeout rate down. As the season moves along, a comparison point for Sanchez will be the results of left-hander Wade Miley in Houston. The Nationals made a multi-year offer to Miley, which was better than the offer he eventually settled on with the Astros, according to a source. Miley ended up signing for just 1 year in Houston because the free agent market went south, and Washington quickly pivoted to Sanchez. Keeping track of the 2 via ERA plus, which accounts for park factors, during the season will be a fun exercise. Coming into Friday, Miley was by far the better pitcher in that department, 129-95. Another bloated outing from Sanchez only increased that gap. For the Nationals hoped to play a different brand of offense this season. They wanted to deploy more athleticism, using speed and contact to produce runs. They took the idea to the extreme Friday. Adam Eaton and Victor Robles both bunted for hits. Eaton scored Washington's first run after reaching base via his drag bunt up the first base line. Robles stole second and ended up on third following his bunt in the same direction in the 3rd inning. Creative work at the plate for both. 5. Another bullpen twist hit Friday. Austin Williams was placed on the 10-day injured list because of a sprained right AC joint. Austin Adams was called up to replace him. Williams had a disastrous outing Wednesday in the Nationals' 9-6 win over the Giants. He allowed 4 earned runs, on 2 home runs, after the Nationals entered the 9th inning with a 9-2 lead. Williams' inability to get an out in the 9th eventually forced closer Sean Doolittle into a game he never should have entered. Doolittle's entrance also complicated the current series in Miami. He pitched back-to-back games to close the series against San Francisco. His Friday availability was in question because of that, though the Nationals didn't end up needing him. The right-handed Adams, 27, joins the team from AAA Fresno. He struck out 12, allowed a hit and didn't give up an earned run in his 6 innings with the Grizzlies. More Nationals news, let's block ads. Why?